Hello all and welcome to Great Delta. Today I'm going to be giving you an in-depth tour of the layout for any new subscribers who would like to find out exactly where everything is on the layout and to see how far I have progressed. We'll start off at one end of the layout, which is this area here. Obviously this is a small farm which was one of the first areas of the layout to actually be completed. There's obviously a section of back scene missing here, and that is because these hills actually overhang a little bit, so I need to chop those back and then I can install the last area of the back scene. Obviously this area is surrounded by the branch line which circles it. All of the static grass and most of the bushes are woodland scenics, and then this earth is also woodland scenics scatter. All the buildings are the Metcalf card kits, and I've recently added lighting to this area using Layouts for You. Just got some old-fashioned lampposts and some internal lighting as well. There's nothing really more I want to add to this area, maybe a little bit more detail in the future, but as far as I'm concerned this is practically finished. Moving around now from the farm area, and we have the first area where the trains emerge from under the farm. We've got these three tunnel portals here. There's one single at the back and a double here. These tunnel portals are from Pecco. I haven't really done much painting to them, they are as they came out the factory. The branch line goes into a decline here and then continues steady at the back above these retaining walls, which are from Metcalf. Again, we've got a lot of overgrowth and bushes. This is all lichen and some of the bushes from Woodland Scenics. And then again, this is one of the first areas that was completed. I think the ballast on this track was one of the very first scenic items I did. So moving around from here, we have the small industrial warehouse scene. So there's just a small parking area over there, the bridge that carries the branch line over the road. There is a small little yard out the back of the factory. We've got the Metcalf factory kit, and then just a car park and a little container and hut at the end of the car park. This is another area I've recently added lighting to using the Layouts for You lighting kits. I've got a couple of the cars as well. And then some yard lights and some lampposts. This area I think is pretty much done, again like the farm area. The only thing I have added to it is lights. So now moving around from this warehouse area, the branch line here curves round and attaches to another part of the main line, and we move into this area over here which is a branch line station. It has two platforms and a little bit of housing in the middle. I will give you a better view of it in a second. This is just to show you exactly where it is. So the branch line comes over there, around over the level crossing and into the platform. This is a better view of the station, that's in relation to the warehouse scene. So yeah, it's just quite a small double platform station. We've got the Metcalf Station building here, which I've personalised a bit with a few London Midland signs. All these lampposts here, we've got individually made platform numbers, departure boards and way out signs. These are the Metcalf terraced houses, and then we've just got a few vehicles here and there and a bit of scenery. Quite a simple area, but it gives a bit of interest to the layout as I can run a train to one station and from another station. So, moving around from the branch line area, the branch line finishes its decline and comes around here and attaches back to the main line over there. This area at the minute is obviously completely unscenic, there's nothing on it, it's just plain baseboard. I do have a few plans for it, but this will be the last area of the layout to be finished. So, over there, it comes out under the branch line from these tunnel portals here. Again, one double at the front and a single at the back. They are the Pecco ones again. So, it comes around there and then it gradually curves round towards the back of the layout. That is a scratch built signal gantry, which I have done using a few kits. There is a video on that. And then back to where the branch line connects up to the main line. There's not a lot of interest in this part of the layout, it's just a bit of track. And obviously the retaining wall at the back of the back scene. I did have some points here, that's what that box was Sorry, I did have some sidings here. That's what that area there drawn out is, but I decided to remove them so I can have a bit more scenery in this area as opposed to just tracks. So that is a full view of where the branch line goes. All the way into that station there. It's about a 2-minute journey if I take it steady from one station to another, which adds a bit of interest to the layout. So moving on further now, and we come into the corner, which is a town scene. There's a few scratch built buildings over here, so we've got the Screwfix. That is the Fowler Audi kit. The Halfords over there is scratch built. We've got some low relief Metcalf terrace houses, and we've got Subway Costa, which is a scratch built building, and that's obviously the beginning of the station as well. This area here will be the next one to receive lighting. Other than that, there isn't really a lot I'd like to add to this area. This cutout in the scenery here will eventually be a bridge coming over the main line and curving around here to what I will show you in a sec. But yeah, other than that, there is not a lot I'd like to add to this area. Moving around from the town scene now, we move into the main line station, which will be Deltan Central. So that area there is just a signal box permanent way area, and then we have 5 platforms, 3 of which are the bay platforms, and then we've got 2 through lines, and then what will be a raised station building over there. To the right, or in front of the station building, above the capacity discharge unit, will be the station drop-off area, and roughly following this line will be a raised road, and that will connect all the way back to the cutout in the town scene. And then between that road and the station will be a large car park. I've just painted it that colour for now to make it look a bit neater for these videos, but that's not the final finish. The station will roughly be based on the rugby, and I'll be using that as a basis for the canopies and for the station surface as well. And then the station building will be completely scratch built, along with a lot of items on the platforms. The tracks going from this station exit here all the way over to the branch line station area are all super elevated by about 1.5mm using some card, so that gives us some good running shots. The platforms are built using Pecco edging, and then I filled the middle with some polyfiller, and I've just coated them with some scale model scenery cards of the slab paving and then the edging by Network Rail. These there are some kit bashed buffer stops from Shapeways and a couple of small scale scenery lights. The station will be fully lit with some strip lighting and then some station lampposts as well, along with some interior lights over in the building. All of the signals on the station area are all manually controlled by switches. These are just the Gauge Master 2-aspect signals. I have 6 of them around the station area and then 3 on the signal gantry. So that's the main scenic area of the layout, from that area to the farm. And this here is just a crossover to make it a complete loop. It's not really a fiddle yard, it's not really part of the layout. What I have done is just added this area here as I can get better camera angles for photography of new stock that I've weathered or done any repaints on. And that is the entire loop of the layout. We're back to the farm area over there. I'll quickly go over the power and control of the layout. At the minute I'm using a Hornby Select, however I've just received in the post the DR5000 multibus command station, which I will be using. I'll integrate that soon, because that Hornby Select is rather outdated and I can't even program addresses on locos at the minute. Down there we've got the plug socket for the capacitor discharge unit by Gauge Master. I just use that for my points, and then a 12 volt DC power supply for all the lighting and signals, and then we've got the switchboard here. The 4 at the back left do the only 4 point motors I have on the layout, and then the 3 here at the top right, sorry, are the distribution for the lights. and then the bottom 9 are the signal switches. The 4 point motors I have in this layout is the one controlling the access to the branch line, and then these 3 which determine the platform number of which the train will arrive into. I've disguised these using some brick card and some corrugated sheeting the best I can. In terms of where the layout is situated, I'm using a Yardmaster metal skin shed, which is quoted as 10 by 8 foot, but the layout just measures to approximately 9 foot by 7 foot. That shed is then located next to my static home where I am currently living on my plot. Oh look, another cat. So that's it from me today. I hope you've enjoyed this small layout tour, so you get a bit of familiarisation of where everything is on the layout and the size of it. That'll be it from me today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Stay safe. Bye bye.